21 gun salute, capo status. They call me the underboss now. Respectfully checking back in. Rocking with the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever gonna be. If you from my era, a lot of you ninjas is just brand new Pac fans, overnight Pac fans. Brand new Pac channels, overnight Pac channels. But if you literally from my era, this was the first picture they said taken of Tupac that was in a hospital in the UMC. The first picture ever to surface the internet. That's when it was America Online, MySpace. Draw comments below if you're from my era. This was the first picture that they said was Tupac Shakur surfacing the internet back in the days. Time went on and we ain't see no more pictures. We never saw a picture of Pac in the UMC. Throughout the internet story on these YouTube streets and the internet story on these internet streets, this was the only picture that made sense because his hair was grown. It looked like he had like a baby fro. He had tubes all in him. And in the new season, in the last season, I was saying, wait a minute, dude looked like the guy that was behind Pac at the crap table. I said that in the first season, and they called me a lunatic. In the first season of Discretion, I said, look, that guy at the crap table, when you compare the pictures, he looked like that guy in the first picture that was surfacing the internet. Time went on. Welcome back to Wrench Gang, Big Brick. Y'all can't be shooting my ninjas that was holding me down in the first season like that, for real. 21 gun salute. I said it in the beginning. I said, listen, the guy at the crap table with Pac, he looks like the first picture that was surfacing the internet. Now, all of a sudden, we getting all these fake Pac pictures, and I was talking to one of my Wrench Gang members, Erica Love, baby girl, and I was saying, look, that picture is so fugazi, the new one, that's this one right here. Hold on, I gotta revamp that. This one right here, right? This picture was so fugazi, I zoomed in on the neck, and look, it's photoshopped. They photocrop it out. There you go. Look at the neck. After the live show, I said, look, I got to figure this out. Because all of a sudden, they calling this nigga T-neck Pac. Look at the neck. It's blurry. It's not authentic. Right here. It's blurry right here. Now, why would people be so desperate to show a deceased body of Pac and even Photoshop, AI technology, AI'd it out, no puff on the replay, just so we can say, oh, the Machiavelli tat, the iconic Machiavelli tat, you guys can't see it and won't see it because of the neck is bent up. No puff on the play. How desperate can these people be? Right? How desperate? You can't really even see it in this picture right here. I'm not even sure this is Pac. Word up. Listen, we are playing games here. You ninjas want Pac dead so bad, you gotta Photoshop, photocrop pictures. 1 minute the nigga got tubes in his mouth. 1 minute the ninja don't. Like, come on, knock it, man. Like, who brings a ninja to the autopsy table with blue tape on him, EKG tape on him, and tube still in his mouth? But this is the morgue? Come on, knock it off. What was they still trying to make him breathe on the way to the morgue? Knock it off, America. Like, seriously. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. 1 minute. Hold on. This is, I gotta revamp this picture just to fit on the screen. 1 minute, there's a picture that you can clearly see there's a neck. You clearly see this ninja got a neck on the right side with no Machiavelli tat. In the next pictures, they show a Pac with no neck. Like, come on. I had to zoom in. How can that be? And look, to all the ninjas that know about AI, Photoshop, there you go. That blurry area right there, that indicates they Photoshopped an AI this picture of Pac. This right here, this blurry, is not authentic. If you know anything about Photoshop, photocrop, you only can see it, no puff on the play, if you zoom in. That's the only way you'll recognize that this picture is fake, unless you zoom in. Knock it off, America. Like, seriously. Y'all want to see my ninja deceased so friggin' badly that you would take desperate measures and embarrass yourself, post it up on your accounts, and say, oh, there he goes. For what? What did Pac ever do to you niggers? You niggers that's posting this shit up, this fake shit up, what did Pac ever do to you niggers? You niggers don't even got, you niggers didn't even go out and get summer jobs. What did Pac ever do to you niggers? That you gotta come up with some fugazi autopsy pics to make Machiavelli fans feel bad. Because that's the only nation that's affected. It's the Machiavelli nation. You Tupac nation motherfuckers, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all won't take the time out and say, oh, there's a picture with Pac? Oh, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. That's you Tupac nation motherfuckers. You the niggas Keefe D was talking about. Y'all some Tupac loving motherfuckers. Y'all niggas is the ones Keefe D was talking about. You niggers ain't even go get summer jobs. You niggers ain't even go fucking volunteer in your neighborhood and community churches. But you want to come on internet and fuck with the Machiavelli nation? What did Pac ever do to you niggers? If you just tapping in, 21 gun salute. We're talking about the first Tupac picture that surfaced the internet. Way before this YouTube shit was popping. If you from my era, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of you niggas is babies. A lot of you niggas is kids. You don't even know what I'm talking about right now. This was the first picture that they said was Tupac Shakur. It made sense to a lot of people because he has the official tubes in the mouth, no puff on the play. Remember, Mopreme was saying he was shaking the bed, trying to tell me something. This picture is the only one that makes sense. It's the only one that makes sense. You look at a picture from Biggie in 9/7, and it's fuzzy as fuck. When did these niggers get pictures so crispy clear? Come on, somebody. You want to tell me what they did? What they did? Clean it up? Even when they clean up these pictures of Pac, it still look fake. Because it's not the original. They Photoshop, put a filter on it, no puff on it. It looks fake as fuck. Drop comments below. When did it get to, okay, we got to silence the Machiavelli nation, so we're going to put our pictures like this, hide the Machiavelli tat, and quiet them niggers down? When did it get to this point? No puff on the replay. Why do we got to take time out as a nation? And it's the Keefe D trial. I can't even go over the Keefe D trial and break it down in my own scenario because I got to debunk fake ass autopsy pictures. That ain't right. Somebody got to do it. Who gonna do it? Fake Philly media? Man, that nigga waiting for the dialogue to invite him to the Airbnb party. Are you shitting me? I can't even go over the Keefe D trial. Poor cock Mike Dorsey, he's on the stand. Keefe D giving him the evil eye. Leonard Jefferson, he's a fucking liar. He got like 3 different Pac stories for the night. He don't know if he saw Pac in the MGM. If he saw Pac on the strip, he don't even know. Mama James, he lied his ass off. I got the documents to prove that he lied his ass off. He wasn't at Flamingo and Koval. He wasn't at 6-6 Deuce. He was actually at Flamingo and Koval. I can't even go over the trial until we get this fake ass autopsy picture straight. It ain't right, man. You niggers that's putting this shit out, please go volunteer at a church or something. You niggers that's doing this shit, please go pack bags at the local Walmart. You niggers that's coming on this channel and just yo, bro, leave me the fuck alone. I just started over. You got niggers that's living with their mama, living with their auntie, living in some fucking... Yo, leave me the fuck alone. I can't even go over the fucking trial. If you just tapping in, we're talking about the original Pac picture of the UMC. I said, look, he looked like the guy that's behind Pac at the crap table. No puff on the replay. That's what I was saying. I took the time out because a lot of you like when you turn the pictures around. No puff on the replay, and there you go. He looks more like the guy with the Nike jersey with Pac on. I mean, with the Nike jersey on with Pac. That's what I was saying in the first season. What happened to this guy? That's what I was saying in the first season. When you turn these pictures around and actually look at the crap table Pac in the Nike jersey, it looks like the guy in the first original Pac story. This is the guy that it made sense when Pac's alleged father, Billy Garland, said, I seen something like my son. He had tubes all in him. This makes more sense than for them to, Photoshop a picture with Pac with tubes. This is not even a tube that I asked before I log off. Somebody said, I think it was, I'm not capping at them. I think it was Keisha Dior. She said, if it's way down your throat, no puff on the replay. This is not even what they put way down your fucking throat. I just came out of surgery. This is some bullshit. This is not a tube where Mo Prima said, yo, he was shaking the bed trying to tell me something. He was shaking the bed. Nigga, if he was trying to tell Pac, if Pac was trying to tell Mo Prima something with this kind of tube in his mouth, I'm pretty sure he could have got it out. No puff on the replay. It just made more sense that when Billy Garland said, I saw something like my son, this picture made more sense. And Pac would have, if this is not even the guy, because this picture was the alleged official picture that they snuck out. Who remember? If you're from my era, give me some thumbs up and get the likes up for me respectfully. I really appreciate the likes being up. If you're from my era, this was the first picture. It just makes more sense that even if this is not an official Tupac picture that they took, it just makes more sense that the tubes and the gadgets that he's connected to in this picture, it would have been on Pac in this picture. Where did it get to you niggas got time on your hand to Photoshop pictures of Pac? AI, I'm pretty sure this is AI. Because again, in the original, that the New York Post, because you niggas think New York Post is going to post up pictures. Come on, somebody. I'm right today. They got the right one. If you niggas think the New York Post got time to post up pictures, right, like this, and leave a 4-page letter and degrade Pac, think again. They don't have time. Yo, bro, the New York Post, this picture look more authentic of the era of 9/6 than the court TV pics. You niggas got to think about the technology that we're looking at. This picture that the New York Post took, it looks more authentic, like a 9/6 picture. Drop comments below. So why didn't they airbrush this? Why this ain't all fancy and cute like the court TV shit? What filter they don't know about in the New York Post? You niggas got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of time on your hand also. If you think the New York Post could post up a picture like this on their website to start the machine that Pac is dead and Thug Life is this and Thug Life is that, okay. Shout out to Who's Snizzy, because now it's surfacing the web, but at least you guys on this channel got it first. Because now we see, and I think we can also take we can post, hold on. I think we can post this picture because now it's watermark. I think now it's surfacing the web. I've seen it on a couple of channels, right? Why would the New York Post post a picture like this on their website and not post of this? What is the difference? And when you look, it looks like they put this body, oh my gosh, put Pac face. You niggas are so desperate. You put Pac face on this nigger body right here. That's what you niggers did. Drop comments below. That's what you niggers did. Instead of going getting summer jobs or, back to school jobs, you niggers, that's what you did. That's why the neck looked like this. You took the nigga that looked like he was drinking 40 ounces. Somebody said St. Ives last night, right? You niggers, that's what you did. You took his picture because look, this picture right here, it looks like it matches this face. So you took Pac's face, AI'd it, right? I just debunk it because this is Photoshop. You copy and paste. You were so desperate. There you go. And this picture, I debunked it. This is where I hold my crown. This is where I hold my crown, and I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever gonna be. This right here, you can see the blurred lines is blurry to hide the fact that there's no Machiavelli tat. There you go. This is why we the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever gonna be. Come on. Who you gonna fuck with? Come on. I'm like the bank you better bank with. Your money good here. No puff on the replay. You niggas is sad, bro. Knock it off. Knock it off. It's just a matter of time before all this shit get exposed. You niggas belong in jail. That's where you belong. Keep it up. Maybe not for Pac, but you niggas gonna find yourself in prison. 21 gun salute. If you just tapping in, we're talking about the first picture of the alleged Pac that was in jail. That was in jail. That was in the UMC Hospital. Get the likes up for me. Let me get some shout outs. That's just my intro. Yo, Jada, what's good for wrench? Jada, you still got your wrench? Unbelievable. Little Jones was good. Erica Love, baby girl. I'm sure I can put that picture together too. Yo, come on. King Holloway was good. James from Wrench Gang was good. Ultra Secreto. Yo, Ultra Secreto. Is he calmed down? Anybody in the chat, if Wrench Gang, if this ninja get out of pocket, Ultra Secreto, let me know. If he's out of pocket, if he's catching tantrums in the fucking chat, if he's fucking being annoying, please let me know, because he really got on my last one. No puff on the replay. X Dot, what's good? Welcome to Wrench Gang. King Blacks, what's good with you? Who's Snizzy? Lifeline King. Christopher Anderson, no relation to Orlando. Lucas. King Holloway. Little Jones from Wrench Gang, what's good? Who got shot? CJ? Lee said some dumb shit. I killed the MC. It's not Pac. Oh my God. Y'all keep it up with the I kill the MC shit. Big Brick 84, where you been? Welcome back. Welcome back to Wrench Gang. Nick. I'm gonna say Nick. 21 gun salute. Lucas was good. James was good. Did I get everybody? X Dot, get the likes up for me. Six King Holloway. Tamika Wrench Gang was good. CJ says, someone on Facebook I argued with said the guy in the Nike jersey was Trayvon. I laughed my ass off, and that's total bullshit. That makes sense, but you said, I guess you pissed my Wrench Gang off, CJ. Monterio, what's good? Just giving y'all some shout outs before we deep dive. More to life, what's good? 143, you back? What's good with you, 143? All right, did I get everybody? Who's Snizzy? What's good? I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody. Who's this? The Urban Hippie. What's good? You make a point. No puff. The Urban Hippie said the earrings look smaller than the ones Pac had. Christian, what's good? Damn, we deep in here. I'm still scrolling. Yo, Kev, what's good? Kev 500. Damn, we deep today. Hell Drive, what's good? Okay, did I get everybody? 21 gun salute. More to life. Middle finger was missing. I don't know. I don't know what finger was missing more to life. Ronald Harrison was good. I'm not sure of what finger was missing. Um, Maybe I could give the chat a lifeline. Like, what finger did Pac actually get missing, if it was missing? If you're just tapping in, we're taking a trip back in memory lane, and we're saying, just going over the first picture of Pac that was actually also in early documentaries. I forgot which one, but they used this picture at least twice. When I first started 9 years ago on YouTube, even before my time, I seen this picture in documentaries or YouTube documentaries where a nigga would just put a bunch of clips together, probably a little narrative. But this picture was surfacing the web, and what I said in the last season, I said, look, this guy looked like the crap table Pac, or the guy that was behind the crap table, the guy that was behind Pac at the crap table, in the Nike jersey, and you know, I didn't force the narrative, but I always kept this picture as far as, it's still a mystery where this guy is at that's behind Pac. This picture is so exclusive about Pac at the crab table with some guy in the Nike jersey. It's so epic. Bro, it is so epic. Oh shit. Somebody said on my Instagram, and shout out to you when you followed my Instagram and actually supported last night's picture with the New York Post fake Pac. Shout out to you if you actually followed and shared that post and said what you had to say. Again, this picture of Pac at the crab table is so epic. It's like, yo, I'm looking at the Keefe D trial. I said to myself, this remind me, the Keefe D trial right now reminds me of the Gotti trial, where niggas was turning coat on Gotti, and Sammy the Bull, he turned coat on Gotti, and with Sammy the Bull's testimony, they was able to not Gotti, but the voice recordings. How many voice recordings can they have on one man? I think they got more voice recordings on Keefe D than they did any mob boss. These wiretaps, and what they say is not wiretaps, it's actually volunteer information. Keefe's attorney and Keefe's alibi that they gave him a script, I'm not buying that. A lot of this shit that he said, it's impossible for it to be scripted because he actually He said it in yesterday's. Well, he ain't say it himself, but yesterday they played audio of. Oh, I think he could get 25 to life based on he has a lot of informants. Dirt Rock is a liar. Dirt Rock told YouTubers that he was there in Vegas. That's what Dirt Rock said. He was in an interview, and Dirt Rock actually said there in Vegas. He has the story, blah blah blah, which was a lie. Mike Dorsey, I don't know why he's there and not Greg Bacon. You know, this whole trial is set up for Keefe to fail because of his own statements. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm no legal expert, but this reminds me of the Gotti trial because even Gotti, they quoted him in court saying, "Oh, so what? They got a bunch of wiretaps, a bunch of audio. So what? So what?" Like Gotti was trying to brush it off, no puff on the replay, but it actually helped bury him. The fact that Greg Bacon could get away with having the dwarf of YouTube, Mike Dorsey, and I'm looking forward to what Keefe D's attorney has to say to him. I hope Keefe D's attorney, Michael Scamp, can rip that little dwarf apart. But in all actuality, Keefe said enough to bury him, Southside Crips, and whoever on Grape Street. I'm just saying, there's a lot of audio. He has a lot of audio saying Reggie Wright Jr. He has a lot of audio saying Suge Knight. His part that he took, and towards the end, I only hear him talking about Reggie Wright Jr. And I'm sorry, y'all, the connection is kind of bad. Yeah, a lot of people believe Keefe could beat this. No puff on the replay. And again, you're entitled to your own opinion respectfully. Nobody's trying to, force anybody to think like anybody else. All I'm saying is from my experience with America and just watching the Gotti trial growing up, Keefe said enough to bury himself. And, it still brushed me the wrong way when Keefe was saying they got new audio in 2025, I think. Before his arrest was the last audio, but the first day of trial, the DA played this audio where he's calling Pac the F word. He's saying Pac, fucking faggot or whatever, right? That audio, it didn't sit right with the F word and all that. And it was just so unnecessary. I believe he deserves what he gets. It may not be 25 to life, but he deserves what he get. Nobody deserves to talk about Tupac, Amar, Shakur in that manner. And I still ask my number one question: is Pac breakdancing now? You feel me? Okay, so moving. Hold on. Did I get? Did I get? Yeah, I definitely got it. No puff on the replay. So moving right in, it's not really viral yet, but oh Lord, have mercy. Hold on. Connection good? Give me some thumbs up. I'll wait for the connection to get back to normal. Is everybody back in the chat? Okay. Now I had to get this picture right here. So I don't know if y'all know, and this might be breaking news to you guys. Keefe D's son, who's behind him in this picture right here, Keefe D's son, it was alleged that somebody shot up his car. If not last night, the night before. I don't know if y'all heard about it. There's some details online about it, about the car belonging to Dwayne Keefe D. Davis' son, Keith Davis Jr., was shot up at proceedings surrounding the Tupac Shakur murder trial. Safety concerns. Keefe D has previous voiced significant concerns for his son's safety, fearing that Dwayne Keith Davis Jr. will be targeted due to the trial. What else? I don't know if y'all heard about this. The shooting, the vehicle was targeted and shot at. He unfortunately he was safely. I don't know if y'all heard about that. But yeah, Keefe D's son, they shot up his car. I don't know how true it is. If you please drop it in the chat. If you heard about this, please drop it in the chat. Again, these are topics that I can't even talk about because I got to debunk these fake Pac pictures in the morgue. Little Jones said, I seen that because Keefe said it today. Oh, he said it in court? Your Honor, they shot my son's car up. Hey, Little Jones, that's what he said? Your Honor, they shot my son's car up. Twist by Meeks, what's good with you? Famous Grice said, who here remember the Nike jersey bulletproof? I don't know. Who here remembers that? Is there anybody that remembers a Nike jersey bulletproof? Yeah. If you just tapping in, we talking about a few things. Keefe D's son alleged that somebody shot up his car a few nights ago. I don't know what to believe with this guy, and if it's true, you know, I don't think it's like regular civilians, Pyrus or anything. I don't think this is Pyrus. I think this is actually either the police trying to like intimidate, because it's right after he went to court. Right after he wasn't in court today. I didn't see Keefe D's son in court, right? Who Snizzy said I couldn't find any info on that. Yeah, that's a red flag because sources that somehow it leaked to the internet and they got details of it. So there has to be a criminal complaint. I'm not a can't really like get those kind of facts. You feel me? Only like an attorney could probably get those facts. I don't know if there's pictures, but time will tell. I say that to say this. This was the second incident since Keefe was in jail during the green light era. Who remembers when Keefe and his son gave a green light? This is the second time that something happened where it's involving, I would say, a felony offense. Remember, they just robbed his house. Allegedly. Who remembers that? And I say, yo, that shit was staged. Who remembers when Keefe D. Jr., Keith Davis Jr. said that ninjas robbed his house? I believe that was staged. Oh nah, don't. That's nah. That's just like a thumbnail I put together. That's not the actual car. I don't think he got this kind of car. Who said that? Jada? Oh my gosh, this nigga Jada. That's not the actual car. That's just a picture I put together. Y'all crazy. Yo, y'all crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, I believe, like, again, this is the second felony offense against this dude, where the first time he said they robbed his house, cleaned it out, no puff on the play. They took shit, jewelry. I never seen these niggas with jewelry. Never seen Keefe stun a fucking ring. Much less these niggas got their house robbed for jewelry. I couldn't believe that, but who knows? Some people have it and they don't really wear it. Keefe D, Dwayne Davis Jr. Like I said, this is the second time something happened to him while his father was in jail. The first time, again, I'm like, where's the ring cameras? Where's the proof? Who's Snizzy? You still here in the chat, right? Let me get a quick lifeline, a copy and paste of the robbery that happened to Keefe D's son's house. Can we get a quick lifeline for the chat? Wow, January 7th. That's a Machiavelli day for the 7-day theory. Don't forget about the 7-day theory. Okay, so who's Snizzy? It was like he was right on point, no puff on the replay. 6 King Holloway, salute. He said, Ron B said, I thought he got Swiss cheese. You know it's internet shit. We got to make it look good for the thumbnail. Okay, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis Las Vegas home was broken into Wednesday, January 7th, and turned upside down in a wild raid as he faces first-degree murder charges for the Tupac Shakur shooting. The home of Tupac Shakur murder suspect has been ransacked by intruders, with friends fearing that the crime could be an old school gang payback. Family members were stunned to discover that every room had been thrashed with belongings thrown everywhere after emptying out the cupboards, upending furniture, dismantling shelves, and tipping up sideboards in a frenzied crime scene. Last night, a family friend said the entire house was turned upside down. This was not so much a burglary scene as someone just trying to make as much mess and damage possible. It was as if the raiders were trying to make a point to say, "We are trashing your house. There was no room left untouched." A lot of personal possessions, jewelry, cash was stolen. The family have told us this felt like a personal attack to them, not a normal burglary. The family friend says footage of the break in has been handed to Henderson police officers and detectives. It is unclear whether this is a suspect. What? Oh, shit. Ninja said, put your bifocals on, Val. Y'all niggas is crazy. Drop comments below. Wow. So, yeah, again, this is the second felony offense that happened to Dwayne Davis Jr. Drop comments below. If you just tapping in, I guess in the last 48 hours, Keefe D's son, he told police that his car. The sound is gone. Yeah, I'm talking to Russell. Russell, where you been? Jersey nigga Russell Douglas. Like, Ninja, I had this channel for damn near a year. Ninja Russell Douglas. I've been around, my G. Ain't know you changed the name. Changed the name? Nigga, they shot me. YouTube said I'm a bully. And they want me to appeal. And Mike Dorsey, as you see, he's in court. He tried to take me to Supreme Court. They shot me. Russell crazy. He said you changed the name? Nah, nigga. They shot me. If you just tapping in, there's new AI pics of Pac hiding the Machiavelli tat. Very disgusting. It's like they broke Pac's neck in these new autopsy pics. They gave Pac a beer belly, but we figured it out. We said, look, they took Pac's body, right? They took Pac's body and swap. No, that's not Pac's body. They took this nigga's body, right? This old ass ninja with a thug life tat, right? Right? This is what they did. They took this old head, life tat on his neck, right? They took his pic. Because it matches. Give me some thumbs up. We are not naive. Please don't be naive. It's annoying. Like ninjas like Ultra Secret. It's annoying. Please don't be like Ultra Secret though. Like don't be annoying, y'all. Look at the body. It's the same body, right? They just put Pac face on it. Ninja, it's the same body. How is that possible? Right? And then, this is even awful right here. They swapped the body. No, they just put Pac face on this nigga right here. Bro, it's the same body. The same beer belly. Right? They took the same beer belly, photoshopped it. What I did, I deep dived, no puff on the replay, and I said, look, just to hide the infamous Machiavelli tat, give me some thumbs up if you know the tattoo I'm talking about. A lot of you niggas don't even know about the Machiavelli tat. The infamous Machiavelli tat on the right side of Pac's neck. What these niggas did, they photoshopped it to where, his neck is scrunched down, so that's why y'all don't see it. No, y'all don't. Here you go. This is the deep dive. What I said. Wait a minute, right? Because first he got a neck. Y'all see it, right? What did they do to the body that he don't got no neck now? How did it go from him having a neck to he don't got no neck now? They blurred his face out. Oh shit. Look at the ears. They are disgusting. You niggers the more I deep dive in this fucking picture, you niggers need summer jobs, seriously. Or back to school jobs. Look at the ears. Look at Pac ears. It's so weird. Even though I don't believe none of this shit. And look at the ears where they blurred out the picture. Look at the ears. Please don't be annoying like ultra though. Just focus on the ears, right? Even the ears is fucking different. Can we at least agree on that? Also, if they want us to believe this is the same guy, do we agree that even the ears is different, right? So not only do the neck got no Machiavelli tat, they Photoshop Pac's face, I guess. This is where I debunked them because you can tell it's Photoshop right here. Right here, you see the blurry lines. Like, that's a red flag right there. That's a major red flag. And then when I just deep. This is the second time around. Again, this is the picture that the New York Post put up on their website. They talked a lot of shit about Pac. He wanted to be a thug and blah 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 thug and thug and they always white America. No offense to the Caucasian audience that I have, but these devils, they had so much against Pac putting thug life on his belly, on his chest. They had so much against that, right? That the New York Post would take a jab like this, put this picture of this 40-ounce drinker. This ninja had a beer pouch. This nigga was dressed like Winnie the fucking Pooh in the flesh, right? They took this ninja and then they didn't even post his whole face because they knew it was some fuck ninja shit, right? What we said tonight on the second round, that look at his belly. It looks like the same fucking body. They just put Pac face on it. So disgusting. So disrespectful. Damn, who the fuck is this guy, B? That's what's crazy. That's what's fucking crazy. We talked about him having tubes in his mouth in one picture, right? Who takes a body from the morgue? I mean, who takes a body from the emergency room with all these tubes still attached to him? Like they was trying to bring him back to life? This shit is crazy. And I'm pretty sure if I zoom in on this shit, these tubes is not even probably attached to him. Draw comments below. That'll be some fuck ninja shit too. If I deep dive, yeah, it's spooky, and viewer discretion is advised. Also, also, this don't look nothing like the Kathy Scotch pictures. Remember the Kathy Scotch. We got to keep in mind the dirty games they are playing with the Machiavelli Nation. We're not talking about the Tupac Nation. The Tupac Nation, it seems like they'll go for anything. I'm telling you. But the Machiavelli Nation, our reference point, it used to be this picture, right? It used to be this picture. Now the reference point turned into the Kathy Scotch picture. The Kathy Scotch picture is way different. Come on, somebody. The Kathy Scotch picture is on another level. Somebody said they rather believe the Kathy Scotch picture than anything else. I'm gonna show it real quick. I'm just gonna show it real quick for the audience, not even 5 seconds, because they keep on putting that 18 or older on my shit. Like, cut it out. All right, I'm gonna put the comparison pic. The Kathy Scotch picture. There you go. For y'all to see the Kathy Scotch picture, right? Give me some thumbs up if you got it. I can't keep it on the screen too long. They're gonna fucking like flag the fucking live show. Talking about 18 older. Yeah, but the Kathy Scotch picture is way different from all these other autopsies. X. Dot said Val, the bare belly Pac, the Thug Life tattoo, you can't see his belly button, no puff on the play. Probably Photoshop, bro. Did they airbrush the Thug Life on? Bro, I don't even know, bro. These ninjas are suspect. These ninjas are suspect, y'all. Like, seriously. Unbelievable. And look, if we didn't zoom in, we would have never knew this picture. This shit don't even match, bro. How did it go from a 40-ounce drinker to the Kathy Scotch? This was the first originals that I saw earlier. Twenty-one Guns. So look, if you just tapping in, so America today in court. I'm trying to, talk about the court, the trial also, because I've been so busy trying to debunk these fake autopsy pictures, right? Remember, there was 1,000 niggas dressed just like Pac also. Let me put that theory out. There's laws, the no Machiavelli tat, Pac, you don't see, he don't got no Machiavelli sign. Then you got this Pac, right? The bushy beard Pac. And then you got Pac. You got the No Thug Life Pac. Oh, then anorexic Pac. So these three niggas is like suspect. The no Machiavelli tat Pac on his neck. You got the bushy beard Pac. You got the anorexic Pac. The nigga ain't eating months. The fucking shirt is bigger than that nigga. No puff on the replay. Then you got the Pele Pac. Then you got the Dominican Pac. I think King Blacks, if you still here, you send me this picture tonight. You got the Dominican Pac, right? You got the Dominican Pac. Suge sweaty as fuck. I don't know what was going on with Suge that night. Sweaty as a motherfucker, right? You got the no Machiavelli on his neck, Pac. You got the anorexic Pac. The nigga ain't eating days. You got the TikTok Pac. TikTok was calling him Devon Clark. Somebody said the Ethiopian Pac. Funny as fuck. Then you got the Pac at the crab table in the Nike jersey. You got the Dominican Pac. Right? This is another epic picture because you actually got the Pele Pele Pac. You actually got the Pele Pele Pac behind the Dominican Pac. Right? Right here, Pele Pele shirt. You got the Pele Pac, the Dominican Pac. Right? Christopher Anderson said, Suge was sweaty like a motherfucker because he know what's about to go down. He was about to, I don't know, set the dawn up. I don't know. I really don't know, right? Again, all these ninjas can't be Pac. If you just tap in, Leonard Jefferson, the photographer, he lied under oath again. He's a so fugazi. This truck is set up for Keefe to fit. You got the Pele Pele Pac holding his chain. This picture is crazy. He's actually holding a chain to give it to the Dominican Pac. Like, yo, get the Dominican Pac my chain. Right? That's what it looks like. Get this nigga my chain. Because I'm up out of here. Luxor. So today, they showed this footage. They showed the nigga stole. They actually showed this footage. See Portcock, Trayvon Lane entry. A lot of people still believe that this was probably the real victim. I don't know. I swear to you, the Billy Pac, whoever that nigga think he is, he's looking like the nigga that they assassinated and I mean cremated in the next 24 hours. Pac was such a great actor, bro. That nigga Pac, bro. Could Keefe D be going to jail for the wrong person? If you're just tapping in, we're talking about the first original guy they claim to be Pac from the UMC Hospital. This was the first person that America said, here's a picture that they snuck in and said was Tupac Shakur in the UMC Hospital. For years, that rumor has been out. It wasn't short lived, it's just died out because these new internet ninjas, they don't know what to talk about. They have no idea that this was the original picture of Pac in the UMC. If you're from the era, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure you get the likes up also. Very important that we talk about this picture. I compared him to the Pac at the crap table with the guy in the Nike jersey. There's an infamous picture where now y'all saying, oh, that's Frank Alexander looking like Rodney King. In addition, right, it's an infamous picture with Pac at the crap table with somebody wearing the Nike jersey that he got shot in. See in the original picture. The nose, the lips, everything. Pictures just look similar. He had all these tubes in him, right? And all these tubes, it matches this kind of frequency. But these new pictures, bro, where is all these tubes? It's just a red flag. And now we calling this photoshopped, aka photocropped. However y'all want to dictate it. No puff on the replay. We're saying, look at the neck. They photoshopped Pac's face on this guy's body, and I deep dive. Thank God that I took time out to deep dive. And one thing about photoshopped, you're going to see these blurred lines. That's why we don't see no neck. Awful. Yeah, that was a horrible job. I give you a F minus. Fuck nigger did that? You a fuck nigger for this shit. I give you a F minus. Oh, who's Snizzy? Are you still? I need a lifeline. Who's Snizzy? Are you still here? Because the fact that they put Pac's body, well, Pac's head, no puff on the replay, on this guy's body, right? Is who Snizzy here? And did I give everybody a shout out? Ron B said Photoshop. Lifeline available. Who's Snizzy? When did they post this picture on TikTok? I'll wait. When did they actually post this picture on TikTok? Because not only this is the no, somebody called him the T-neck New Jersey Pac, right? Somebody said that this is the no neck, the T-neck New Jersey Pac. That's a damn shame. Jada said his mouth is clean for someone that been in the hospital for a week. Ali Frazier was good. Arvid Divas was good. He said the tubes is not even on him. Yeah, they tried it. Listen, they tried it, y'all. They really tried it. 2 days ago. Interesting. So, if it's 2 days ago, my live show was a day ago. 2 days ago, they posted this up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, you son of a bitches. I knew it. Remember, I debunked I was on my debunk shit for almost a week with the New York Post, and I was saying, nah, that's not Pac. That's not the Thug Life picture. That's not the original Thug Life. I was saying the Thug Life don't match. It's not authentic. We even had out to the Bay Bomber TV. We even had Bay Bomber tapped in and said, nah, that Thug Life tap was an official. And then yesterday, so 2 days ago, they said, fuck that. We're gonna step it up a notch and make the V-neck Pac, the V-neck T-shirt Pac. It's desperate because again, first you see a neck on him, right? First you see a neck on him. That's all I'm saying. Why in this picture you see a neck? Jay Savage, before they shoot you, Jay Savage, nobody shoot him. Please don't shoot him. Because I know how y'all give it up. Jay Savage, before they shoot you, and don't email me to bring you back. Jay Savage, before they shoot you, right? Why in this picture there's a neck on the right side, right? There's a neck. And in this picture, Jay Savage, you don't see no neck. And then I zoomed in, and then I pointed out it's photoshopped. Right? You see the line, you see evidence of Photoshop right here. That's all I'm saying. Jay Savage, don't hog on me now. Where are you? If you believe this is Pac, why in one picture, Jay Savage, two pictures, well, you see a neck. And we were saying, where's the Machiavelli tat? The iconic Machiavelli tat. Right? We're saying right here, if you know Pac, because you're saying this is Pac, where's the Machiavelli tat? In this picture, there's no neck at all. That the excuse is his neck is scrunched down. Oh, y'all shot him? No. Ronald Harrison got shot. I don't know why you got shot, Ron. And in this picture, you can see proof of Photoshop. Jay Savage, you're not even talking, and that's going to get you shot. You're not saying nothing, that's going to get you shot. So Just say, can you just state your reasons why you still believe this is Pac after we pointed out that they photoshopped my ninja face on the deceased body? We gonna give him 2 minutes to respond? Okay, we going on 84. He got to 86 minutes. We'll give you to 86 minutes to get your thoughts straight. If not, you're gonna get shot, and don't even appeal or email me for anything. I hit him. What do you mean you hit him? Don't shoot him yet. Why you shot him? I said don't shoot him. Jada, didn't I say don't shoot him? Damn, Pac living on. Jay Savage. Okay. So we good, Jay Savage? Did I prove to you that it's Photoshop? Yeah, it's Pac face. Yeah, but if I say don't shoot him until I say okay, he could get shot. I won't. I want people because I know Jay Savage. Jay Savage he been on the first season. I think he was even before your era, Jada. You feel me? If I say don't shoot a nigga, don't shoot a nigga. That will get you, Jada. You got some nerve because you about to lose your wrench anyway. Well, welcome to Wrench Gang, Jay Savage, because you were definitely there in the beginning. I remember. Yeah, Jada, you right. You trying to shoot a nigga that was before your time, Jada. Jay Savage, I remember him from the first season. You feel me? Salute, welcome to Wrench Gang. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's Pac face. Yeah, it's Pac face. But what we saying is, where's the Machiavelli tat? And when they show Pac face, they broke the neck. He's not even in the casket. Yeah, welcome back. Because I'm not even sure if you had a wrench in the first season. We had like 1,000 ninjas worldwide in the first season. But I know Jay Savage, he was there in the first season. Ali Frazier, salute. So yeah. Yeah, don't let me put all this work in to debunk this, and niggas is still screaming that's Pac. Yeah, we know that's Pac face or somebody that resemble Pac, but why is the neck like this? Look at this. This is sad. Bro, this is sad. They act like had a chubby ass neck. Like you date a girl and she got a nice little cute chubby neck, right? You like her rolls on her neck. You date a shorty and she little chubby and she got a little roll. They made Pac look like he was a little chubby kid, like Biggie. I'm mad. They gave Pac a Biggie body. Yeah, this is not Pac original body, bro. His head shape is mad off. Yo, for real. The K2, the K20, the K20 EG. No, I'm just saying, like, Pac fans, well, the Machiavelli Nation is really us, the Machiavelli Nation. I for one, I can accept if the Dawn died. If the Dawn died and the Dawn, he's deceased and the Dawn, the Dawn really lost his life. We lost the Dawn. I can accept that. We are grown ass adults. I can literally say to the nation and say to the Wrench gang, yo, my nigga is gone. Ask Erica Love. I said, baby girl. When Who Sneezy first sent me this picture, I don't know if she's still here. She's probably out living her best life. As she should. I said, baby girl, I think they got him. But it just didn't make sense because I said, wait a minute, why is his lips so pink in this one, and in this one is really pink? Comments below. This is the court TV, and this is the actual one they got on TikTok. This is the TikTok deceased, and this is the one with the blurred out court TV. Now this one was really like, yo, I was like, damn, right? For some reason, I really believed, right, that damn, I was like, damn. I called baby girl. I text. I said, baby girl, check this out. I might have some bad news. And baby girl said, I still not convinced. I said, oh shit. This was the original that they sent to me. Right? This is for TV. This is the original. Somebody from Tupac Legacy 1. Shout out to Sip Life. He did send this to me. And I looked at this picture, I was like, oh shit. This looked like this could be the dawn. And even now, without all the hype, right? And then hold on, I want to say his handle right. X Dot said, look, I'm not believing Nathan until I see the iconic Machiavelli tat, as you should. I mean, this picture looks like, yo, right? But things wasn't just adding up. Things was just suspect. And this picture, I still don't know, like, what the fuck? Here's this picture closer. Other angles of the same picture. I think Uptown Films was like, oh, the eye was a little open. Some King Von picture. I don't know why he said that, but I didn't see King Von's picture, but he had his reasons. So for some reason, the nigger Sip Life only sent me this picture. He only sent me this picture, and shout out to Who Snizzy for the lifeline. We got these extra pitch, and we was like, oh shit. And don't get me wrong. Whatever they did, it looks official. If you wasn't a deep diver, whatever they did, these shits was looking kind of official. It took patience for us to say, okay, one pick was like this. And I said, oh shit, where's the Machiavelli tat? That's all we're asking for. The iconic Machiavelli tat with the iconic lettering. You're not just gonna put any kind of tat. We're looking for the iconic Machiavelli tat that actually shows. There you go. The iconic Machiavelli tat. You see that shit? It wasn't smudged. There's no blurred lines. Shout out to that tattoo artist. The nigga did a hell of a job. Look at Pac's ear. The deceased ear. Look at this shit. Horrible, y'all. His ear like had a heart. It looked like a mini heart. No puff on the replay. Give me some thumbs up on that. His earlobe. Look at it had a little mini heart. Look at this shit. It looked like Benjamin Franklin face. George Washington. I don't know. I'm just trying to say, like, the Washington Redskins shit. I'm just saying. Nah, bro. You niggas is foul, Jody. You niggas is foul. Like, seriously. Oh, shit. Tamika said missing neck bones and tats. I'm just saying, if they want us to believe Pac gone, they're going to have to really, like, because it's too much. Now it's like, okay, wait a minute. And shout out to Erica Love, baby girl. She's the one that made this comparison pick. Arva Diva said it looked like a can opener. Y'all crazy. Where is his neck? No tats. That's what I'm saying. Is Jay Savage still here? I know Jay Savage is like, yo, I got my wrench, I'm gone. You niggas is crazy. If Jay Savage is still here, this is what I'm talking about. The Machiavelli tat. Oh shit, Black Cash Dreams. You still got your wrench. I see that. The first responder said, Pac said in the ambulance, we got this. So out of them 6 days, when did his health deteriorate? Good question. That's how you protect your wrench. Jay Savage a year, 21 gun salute. Yeah, that's not Tupac because the Machiavelli tattoo. Yeah, bro. And then what made it worse, remember, this is the blurred picture. You got to understand, this is the blurred picture. This picture right here this is before they unblurred it. Well, not really blurred it. They kept it blurred, but some asshole on TikTok, yo, I'd never trust nothing on TikTok. Oh my gosh. And then he put his watermark on it. Some Tupac legacy you are. Damn. So let me get this straight. It's now making sense. Bro, who's Snizzy? You're my witness because you're the one that found it on TikTok. It's now making sense. On TikTok, they got this fuck ninja shit going on, right? This is only on TikTok. It's probably going to come to YouTube and Instagram channel near you, right? But TikTok is known for its fuck ninja shit. So the blurred picture, it really matches the 40-ounce drinker. This nigga right here, it looks like him. Yo, hold on, I think we can actually. Yo, who the fuck is that? Eric Martinez, where you been? I can actually tell you when the last time you've been on. They said this was Tupac before fake autopsies. Yeah, the last time Eric Martinez, the last time you tapped in, it was. I can actually tell you your last video. This is how advanced YouTube got. The last time you tapped in was Tupac fans still waiting for Ice Cube to reply why he ain't make him bow down. And then before that, Keefy D, your family are ops if they're talking with Reggie before your Tupac trial. So where you been? The Real Dawn said, Yo Val, which one of your mods took my freedom away from earlier live? I really don't know. Yo bro, working 100 hours every 2 weeks. I hear that. Get that shmoney. Get that shmoney. I'll never tell a ninja not to get that shmoney. The Real Dawn, I don't know. Let me see if YouTube tells me. Channel activity, you just got timed out. Nah, YouTube ain't tell me who shot you, but hey, look, welcome back. If you just tapping in, we're talking about this was the first alleged picture of Tupac in the UMC way before the Kathy Scott picture. You know what? I think a Kathy Scott picture, if I'm not mistaken. It might have came before, but this was surfacing the internet, America Online during that era. This is how old this picture is, and this was an alleged picture that they snuck while Frank the bodyguard was sleeping. I think I even read an article or something about Frank Alexander was sleeping on the job, and the photographers snuck this pic. Right? Drop comments below if you heard a story how they actually got this picture. This is the first and the other one of him cut open. Yeah, this picture and Kathy Scott's picture was the first two pictures allegedly that was Pac. Here you go. I'm only showing it for 2 seconds, right? And you can see Kathy Scott's picture. It doesn't match these ninjas. The Kathy Scott's picture, it's so far off. Right? So, which one is it? Why do they need so many lookalikes? I believe it's really this guy, B. The New York Post. I'm gonna tell you something about the New York Post. They don't got time for the New York Post to post this picture, and it's really this guy, the 40-ounce drinker. I really believe this was the guy. I really believe that he's holding up the finger. This shit is spooky. The mortician, he's holding up the finger. I really believe this is the guy. They smoked his ashes, the Outlaws, right? They cremated him in 24 hours. Big Brick said, supposedly there was a reporter disguised as a stripper slash nurse that snuck into the ICU and snapped the pic while Frank was asleep. Yeah, I believe that. There was some shit going on where they said Frank Alexander was snoring as fuck. While Pac is on his deathbed, Ari Divas, who takes a picture in the morgue? Who? Right, just snapping pictures. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna drag this. I want to go live in another hour. I give you guys another live show. Who's Snizzy? Where did you go? Okay, I don't want to drag this live. I want to go live in another hour. Talk about another topic. So, y'all ninjas, get your blunts, get your drinks. I just wanted to put this back in the universe. The first original picture they said was Pac before all this fake ass autopsy shit's out. I wanted to talk about it might be the guy at the crap table. I wanted to debunk this picture of Pac and show that it was photoshopped. They put Pac neck. That's why you don't see no neck. Him having a neck. And this one to no neck. Then I zoomed in, showed y'all. It's photoshopped. Who Sneezy said, charge the phone. Now I'm home, so I'm home. So I got plenty of battery power, and right now the phone is right by the outlet. So tap in within an hour, like 10. Even if it's like 10:30, I'm gonna go live or 11. But I do plan to go live in an hour. So you ninjas, get your blunts and your drinks. Get the likes up if you didn't like yet. It's the Discretion 304 TV. Shout out to the new members that had their wrenches. Jay Savage, Big Brick 84. Who else? To my ninjas on the run, stay out the way. All right, shout out to Wrench Gang. Remember, this was the first Pac, the first picture of Pac. I don't believe that's Pac. It looks nothing like Pac, but we got to bring it back to that essence. Who Snizzy said, all right, I'm going to tap back in. For real, I'm going to need your lifeline. No puff on the play. 21 gun salute. Arbello, I got your list too, Arbello. I got the new list that you wrote. I seen it. All right. Make sure y'all get the light.